I followed the warden's DNA trail, only stopping to listen to some BDSM and to beat up the mentally ill. The trail led me to this building. I passed some people cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and found Poison Ivy. She tried to convince me to convert to veganism and to free her, however I love meat, no homo, and ain't no simp, so I left her locked up. It's a good thing I did, because Harley Quinn then just came and freed her. I found Warden Sharp, and after I took his Club Penguin ID, I locked him in this room. I left the warden and found Harley Quinn and her very punchable goons. Once they were dealt with, I threw Harley into this cell and went after the Joker. I continued my campaign against the mentally ill and got to the botanical gardens. I hung up my Christmas decorations, and after a little bit of foreshadowing, found the secret room. Inside was the Joker, as well as his biracial couple who smacked me around a couple of times. Once I dealt with them, I Uber Eats myself this fancy toy and went to go get Poison Ivy's help in stopping the Joker. I crossed this random hole and found Ivy. I destroyed her plant, and she told me that to stop the Joker, I would need a special plant located in a super easy and safe place. Killer Croc's lair. I didn't know where that was, so I set off to find out. After beating up some jaywalkers and destroying some endangered species, I got inside the Arkham mansion, where there was this pink gas as well as Officer Cash. After he gave me Croc's Minecraft-based coordinates, I left him and the other officers in a room with the toxic gas. After watching a workplace fatality and causing a couple myself, I continued looking for Croc's home. I was interrupted by a Scarecrow, forcing me to play in his stupid world. He got upset at me for calling his dream world stupid and went off to cry. I felt bad, so I followed him into this room where he said that if I took one step forward, he would poison Gotham City. So naturally, I took about 24 steps, daring him to do it. Before he could, Killer Croc showed up and dragged him into the water. With Croc's residence found, and Scarecrow no longer a concern, I started looking for the special plant. This was a very boring process, but once I got all the spores I needed, I trapped Croc in this hole and started off to the Batcave. After I totally didn't waste 10 minutes going the wrong way, since I am a professional, I got to the Batcave. I used the plant samples to make the antidote, however, I forgot to turn my VPN on, and a bunch of giant plants forced their way into the Batcave, as if they owned the place. Enraged by their intrusion, I set off to confront Poison Ivy. After just a minor skirmish, I caused a little bit of property damage and got back outside. I punched some plants and got back to the gardens, where I found Ivy in the same room as before, only this time she was encased in this giant plant. I threw some batarangs at her, and then put some explosive gel on her organic hamster ball. When that proved to be ineffective, I beat up some Poison Ivy Sims and put some more gel on the hamster ball. That destroyed the plant, as well as the building, so I made sure to get out of there as quickly as I could. With only one villain, or should I say, only one villain that's important to this story remaining, I set off to the Joker's nightclub. I beat up his bouncers and some other partygoers who practically just stood there and let me hit them. Inside the nightclub, I watched an exploding television and found the Joker. I no-scoped his henchman, and then the Joker shot himself. Not in the edgy emo suicidal way, but in the become ultra-jacked type of way. We went to the roof, where I used the Batclaw to pull the Joker off of his high ground. That was so stupid. There's no way it would work a second time. Only it did, plus a third. I KO'd the Joker and restored order to the Arkham Asylum. That's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like to show me you liked it. And if you didn't like it, leave a dislike to show me you disliked it. Thank you for watching, and God bless.